FeedHalton is a new nonprofit organization established in 2023. And what we are is a centralized food bank distribution hub servicing Halton Region's food banks, community organizations, and meal programs.
We bring it in, store it here, and then redistribute it out to our network of agencies.
We needed a food logistics center that could not only procure food, which FeedHalton does, but also sort, organize, and send it back to us. Ultimately, it allows us to scale up to the capacity that we need. So FeedHalton, because of the size and scope of their operations there, allows us to meet the needs. And this is not just a Kerr Street mission solution. This is a solution for food insecurity across Halton. There are almost 120 food banks in the region of Halton alone. So what FeedHalton will do will be to allow all of those food banks to scale to the capacity they need to meet the needs in our community.
One of the things about having a warehouse this size is it allows us to bring in much larger donations. So many distributors would rather drop off a truckload of food than a pallet of food.
In the past, before FeedHalton actually existed, food would actually bypass us because there was absolutely nowhere for us to store it.
So we can take in the large-scale donations and break those down into manageable amounts for the agencies to order. They don't have to worry about their own storage capacity because we do that here, so they can just order on a weekly basis and we can provide for their needs.
Our volunteers are really the lifeblood for us. We've been referred to as the Amazon for food banks, and so it's without those volunteers, we're not able to do that.
Most of the work here in the warehouse is done with volunteers. So we rely on the volunteers to do packaging and shipping and food sorting.
When food banks first started about 30 years ago, it was all just an emergency, and now communities are becoming reliant on them.
Grocery costs are increasing, gas prices are increasing. So what we're seeing are families who are double income, perhaps have both gone to post-secondary institutions, feeling this huge amount of pressure because they can't afford the expense of living.
When we think about the discrepancy between minimum wage and living wage, you have to start wondering how individuals are able to afford other essentials outside of housing.
For such a young organization, we are achieving some pretty incredible numbers already. It's just under 900,000 pounds of food.
The past 2 years has really been about building structure, about building a team, acquiring our space, and the ability to get that job done.
Our goal in the next 3 years is to increase the capacity of food distribution to those struggling to 3 million pounds, or a little bit over $10 million in value of food coming in from new sources, and us being able to truly support one another in feeding our community together.
So our goals at FeedHalton are big, and that's going to take the effort of not just us here at FeedHalton, but the effort of the community to come forward with donations, with support, with care about how we can increase food security in the Halton region.
I think the vision of FeedHalton is really for us, it is feeding our community together.